What's going on YouTube? Here I have my everyday carry for work. I want to tell you what I like about them and why I picked them. So here's up first is a Milwaukee Knife. This is the Hardline edition. It's a 2.5-inch blade. I definitely love this stonewash finish here. It has a pocket clip. Here is, I don't know what you call this, but the safety levers so the blade doesn't come down. And on the other side, it has this nice black finish and it has Milwaukee on there. Also has a lanyard hole. So I picked this knife for work because it costs $52 and it has D2 steel. I needed something I can beat up and was durable. And I wasn't too familiar with any of the knife brands on Amazon. So I thought this was a good knife to purchase. I have Milwaukee tools and I trust their tools. So great little knife. I'll give you some measurements on it right now. So as I said, 2.5-inch blade and a 3 3/4 handle. I have big hands, but you know, when I need to cut boxes, straps, or anything like that, great little knife to have in my pocket. And plus the action's pretty good. It's not as smooth as a high-end knife, but I feel like it matches the $50 price point. Here is a Streamlight MicroStream USB. Has some wear and tear on there. So I've had this for 2 or 3 years now. It has a belt clip, pocket clip. Here's the light. You can adjust it from the head here to narrow to wide. And within that is where you can recharge it. It also has an indicator when it's charging, which is red, and green when it's finished. I definitely love the form factor of this flashlight. You barely notice it in your pocket, and it is 3 3/4 inches. So very nice light. It does have a low setting. It's kind of hard. You have to halfway depress this button. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So there's dim. So great little flashlight, and especially for $30, you cannot complain, because some of the flashlights, you know, in the stores can cost $80, $90, $100. It's not the most powerful flashlight. But if you need to look through a car window or something in that nature, it doesn't blind you when you shine it in there. So that's a good fun fact of having something that doesn't cost that much money. I believe it's 250 lumens and it does an 1.5 hours on a full charge. And if you can get it into low, it does 3 hours. So great little flashlight. Up next, I have a Night Izzy. I put this on my car keys. So I was looking for a small compact screwdriver, and I love the feature that it has a flathead right here and a pry bar. And I'll show you the functions of the ratchet here. So these things are a little pain to get out, pretty tight in there, so they shouldn't fall out. This was $15. I wish it was more like 10 or less, but it seems to do all right when I need it. So here's the ratchet, and if you need to, you know, go in the other way, you just switch the bit over. So there you go. But great little tool. It has a bottle opener and some hex sizes right here. Guessing 1/4 and maybe 5/16. So great little tool. I do wish it was maybe a little bit smaller, but then it would lose some, you know, like prying leverage. I do notice it hanging on my keys when it's in my pocket. But you know, I'm not going to complain too much because it does have a multi-function of being a great pocket tool. So here's the Milwaukee Sharpie. Nothing too special about these except for, you know, the convenience factor of maybe buying one instead of a pack at Walmart. And plus it looks pretty good for, you know, a Sharpie. It's red, looks nice, has a pocket clip on there, so you can kind of see I'll have these lined up in my pocket on one side. So, and then on my other pocket, I'll have my Leatherman Free P2. So I do have the Leatherman Skeletal, and for working in construction, I would say it's not durable enough for that type of work, especially when you need to pry out a nail of a nail gun, which I just broke my Skeletal on that. Snapped right here. But this Leatherman Free P2 is a great quality multi-tool. You can see how wide the pliers are right here. Looks pretty beefy compared to the Skeletal. So it has needle nose, pliers, wire cutters that are replaceable. It also has wire crimpers on the back right here. And there's some weight to this. I believe this is 7.7 ounces. So when you pick this up, it feels like a quality tool compared to some other multi-tools. And here it has a pocket clip. Sometimes I will put this in my smaller pocket or the fifth pocket of my jeans. You know, it doesn't fit perfectly, but I barely notice it when it sits in there. So here's the knife. All the tools on here have this like magnetic open and magnetic close. So I know the Free P4 has 2 extra blades, but when I use a multi-tool, I just need 1 blade. I don't think I'll be using a saw or whatever the other blades are on the Free P4. But the next tool is a Phillips. Then we have a flathead and a pry bar. So great little side here. Here's the bottle opener on the Phillips. And here's the locking mechanism. You kind of just push it back and then fold it. And I'll just show you the sound of this thing. It sounds good when you close them. You know, great sound when you close this. I know that's not an important thing. It's just the quality of the tool. I believe it was made in America. Here one more thing before I get to the other side. You could see these 3 tools are going to be heavily used, so it is thicker than the other tools on the back side. So I do like that feature. Here are the scissors. The scissors work great. I've cut paper, cardboard, zip ties with them, and they feel good and cut good as well. Here's a file plus a flathead. And another flathead plus a wire stripper. And on the other side, it has a measuring tool. It has an awl plus a smaller flathead and a can opener, I believe that is. So great tool overall. You know, it really comes in handy when you need needle nose pliers. In my tool belt, I'll carry a pair of lineman pliers. So in hard to reach places, I'll bring this out. But overall, this is a great setup for everyday carry at work. So thanks for watching this video, and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.